A merlon is the solid upright section of a battlement or crenellated parapet in medieval architecture or fortifications. Merlons are sometimes pierced by narrow, vertical embrasures or slits designed for observation and fire. The space between two merlons is called a crenelle, and a succession of merlons and crenelles is a crenellation. Crenelles designed in later eras, for use by cannons, were called embrasures. Etymology. The word comes from the French language, adapted from the Italian merlone, possibly a shortened form of mergula, connected with Latin merge, or from a diminutive morulus, from morus or morus. An alternative etymology suggests that the medieval Latin merulus functioned as a diminutive of Latin merle, expressing an image of blackbirds sitting on a wall. As a part of battlements. As an essential part of battlements, merlons were used in fortifications for millennia. The best-known examples appear on medieval buildings, where battlements, though defensive, could be attractively formed, thus having a secondary decorative purpose. Some buildings have false, decorative battlements. The two most notable European variants in Middle Ages merlons' shape were the Ghibelline and the Guelph merlon. The former ended in the upper part with a swallow-tailed form, while the latter term indicates the normal rectangular shape merlons. Other shapes include three-pointed, quatrefoil, shielded, flower-like, rounded, pyramidal, etc., depending either from the type of attacks expected or aesthetic considerations. In Roman times, the merlons had a width sufficient to shelter a single man. As new weapons appeared in the Middle Ages, the merlons were enlarged and provided with loopholes of various dimensions and shapes, varying from simply rounded to cruciform. From the 13th century, the merlons could also be used to pivot wooden shutters. These added further protection for the defenders when they were not firing, or were firing downwards near the base of the wall. The shutters could be opened by hand, or by using a pulley. Usage of merlons, from Eugène Viollet-le-Duc's Dictionnaire raisonné de l'architecture française du XIEOXVIE cycle. Ghibelline merlons in the castle of St. Pierre, Italy. Guelph's merlons in the castle of Montecchino, Italy. Guelph merlons in the Mackenzie Castle, Genoa. Later use. After falling out of favor when the invention of the cannon forced fortifications to take a much lower profile, they re-emerged as decorative features in buildings constructed in the neo-Gothic style of the 19th century.